Welcome. You are now tuned in with Eyesonpodium podcast, and this is episode 23. This is our Jordan podcast, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming here. I'm here with my brothers. I am HB the Realtor. I'm here with Coach Chris, Showtime Tone, and Henny. What I got to say to the people, man? What you got to say to people, Tone?
We ready to set the tone, guys? What's up? Locked in. Eyesonpodium podcast.
I threw him a no look.
No look to my guy, Coach Chris.
As always, excited to have you guys tuned into the Eyesonpodium podcast, episode 23. Now I'm gonna throw the oopty to my guy Henny. I know his knees is bad, so he might have to lay it up. Go ahead, my boy.
Welcome to the Cavalier LeBron episode. This is
Cavalier LeBron. Nah, this is Jordan episode. We talking. This is Ghost only.
Yeah, LeBron James. So welcome to the show. You know my motto: comment, like, subscribe, share.
Is LeBron the GOAT? Can you be a GOAT and give up 4 rings in your era?
Play my intro.
I don't know.
Play my intro.
Can you? That's a question for the people.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted.
Yes. I know it's hard to believe. I definitely know it's hard to believe. But the Knicks got a mother effing point guard. And I love it. Knicks got a point guard. Jalen Brunson, we trust. How you feeling? I mean, it's been 2 weeks in the league. You know what I'm saying? They 3-4. Take it easy. But let's start. We gonna get there.
The current date right now is November 3rd, 2022.
All right. Henny wanted everybody to know that. But they are 3-4 right now. But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna start off on a good foot. You know what I mean? We're gonna start off with a good foot. We don't get to this stuff. We don't get to the shits later. But as of right now, the Knicks got a point guard. How does that look? What y'all thinking?
They look amazing. The Knicks look just the flow of the offense looks great. I think defensively they look pretty good too. There's still some learning opportunities for the team. They got to get used to playing with each other and all that stuff. But the addition of Jalen Brunson has definitely helped the Knicks, and well, it may have saved Tibbs' job too. So
did it? We're gonna talk about that. About that.
Gotta get into that.
What you think, Chris?
Just to piggyback on what Tone said, man, I do feel like, you know, the flow of the offense looks a lot better. Even the defense, they look really, really good on the defensive end. But again, I do, like Tone said too, there's a lot of learning to happen. Feel like we've said before too, RJ's been off to, slow starts for the last couple of years. I feel like once he gets his feet under him and he learns, how to pick his spots in this offense, and this new offense having a true point guard now, I feel like that's when we're going to see the Knicks, really start to succeed even more and be a lot more successful. So, I feel like that's the key right there right now is on the offensive end is RJ finding himself, where he could be most efficient on the offensive end. And on the defensive end, I feel like we all agree that Mitchell Robinson needs to stay in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
But
the equalizer.
Look at the culprit's face. Look at the culprit's face.
Culprit. We don't know what you're looking at. Your eyes is left. You looking right. But
lazy eyed. Thank you.
Lazy eyed. But I mean, Jalen Brunson seems like to be the ultimate equalizer, though. You know what I mean? And Jalen Brunson, holds a lot of few people's careers in their hand at the moment. I would say, him setting the table, and getting people in their right spots, taking the ball out of Julius' hands. I think all of that is going to be priceless. Hopefully, it equates to wins. I mean, right now the Knicks is on a three game slot right now. We'll talk about that next, but hopefully, it leads to wins. And what do you think that he's gonna rank up amongst the Eastern Conference point guards, Chris? Like, what do you think? Where do you see him? You have who's there? Garland's there, LaMelo's there.
Oh yeah, you got Garland, LaMelo,
Kyrie, maybe.
You got Kyrie,
maybe.
Let's see who else is top in the East. You got Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
you funny.
Ben Simmons, maybe.
Ben Simmons. Yeah, I don't know about that right now.
Maxey.
Oh yeah, you got Tyrese Maxey.
Harden.
James Harden. He could be in the top 10, maybe, if that, top 10, 15,
he might
12.
Squeeze out an all-star appearance.
Yeah. But the Knicks would have to. The Knicks got to figure it out earlier than late. Now, like they got to figure it out earlier. Sooner than later. They gotta figure it out. Because if they don't figure it out now, there will be no All-Star appearances for anybody on the Knicks.
There ain't gonna be no All-Star appearances. It's gonna be slow.
And to the Knicks, in all fairness, their last 3 games were probably they're against the top 3 teams in the East. The 3 of the top teams in the East.
You taking us there? Let's go there. Let's go there.
Yeah.
Look,
let's go there. Let's talk about the top 3 teams that they face. Let's talk about these games.
I'm happy about that. I'm happy about the loss. It was a good loss. They competed. It wasn't 2 of the games wasn't a blowout. I could say.
Right. I agree.
And they look good. And that's all you ask is to look good. You compete. We're not there yet, but if you can hold these top teams to something, you're going to get it. Going to get it.
No, I get it.
And he's happy about the loss. I mean, that loss last night to the Hawks, going down 23 points, losing by 23 points. No, blowing a 23-point lead. Yeah, blowing a 23-point lead and then losing by damn near 20 points. That doesn't even make sense. Usually, if you down by so much, at least usually if you up by so much, it's a close
40-point turnaround. 40-point turnaround.
The 40-point.
So much to digest from that game too. So much to digest from that.
What you got to digest from that game?
I could go so many ways.
Go. Take us where we gotta go.
Mitchell in foul trouble. Fournier playing more minutes than he should. Julius Randle plus minus is horrible. RJ shooting bad. It's so much from this from the
What do you want to tackle first? I gotta go to it.
I gotta go to Mitchell. As much as I rather have another center. Once he went out with, I believe, his 4th and the 3rd.
Yeah,
that's when Murray started attacking, and you could tell we need him, but the IQ of him is just not there. Like, you have to know how important you are, and you have to take plays off sometimes.
Even right there. Why are you reaching to try? Why are you
on a guard? Yeah, just keep him out. Hold your hands up and just go ahead like that. It's like
I think Mitch. I think Mitch needs a little bit of help from coach too, in the sense of why was he guarding Giannis?
I like that.
And picked up 2 big fouls.
I don't.
I understand that, but you gotta put a big body on Giannis.
Yeah, Julius Randle, right? You don't need to put Mitchell.
Julius is physical. No,
I'm not.
Here's the thing.
And to guard people at his position.
To HB's point, right? You put Mitchell on Giannis, you should expect him to foul out.
Exactly.
That's all he really. Giannis is a superstar. Every time he touches the ball, everybody's looking at him. And, Mitchell at times has shown lack of discipline. So that's an easy target, honestly.
Yep.
I don't know if I would have put Mitchell on him. I don't know if I would have put Randall on him, but I wouldn't have had Robinson on him, definitely for sure. It's just not a good matchup neither. You can't guard him.
You can't guard him. His foot's too slow.
Slow, yeah, like that doesn't make sense.
I feel like that was a recipe for disaster.
Correct. Absolutely. I agree. Well, you got to know your personnel as a coach. Like, you have to know Mitchell Robinson is going to have a hard time guarding Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's a struggle for almost anybody. And again, goes back to the lack of discipline. He doesn't know how to just keep his hands straight up. He's going for every attempt to block a shot. He's reaching in on defenders. Again, that's a recipe for disaster. You know he's going to go straight into foul trouble. So I would have never thrown Mitchell Robinson on Giannis. If anything, I'm just sending 2 defenders at Giannis every play.
I disagree with all 3 of y'all. Because
get the ball out of his hands.
Four down, he's going to beat him anyway and just rise up over them. So with Mitchell, all he has to do is step back. Yeah, he's going to get these calls, but there's a way to guard him. All you got to do is step back, make him come a shot. Then Julius trying to pressure on him. He's gonna go by everybody. But once he gets to the rim, there's only one way he can go. If Mitchell was more disciplined, he would have been able to just put his hands up.
Right. That's the problem though. That's where the problem is coming from. Mitchell does not know how to just keep his hands up. If we knew that
Mitchell saying it was a bad matchup, I'm just saying that
it is a bad matchup when you know he's not going to keep his hands up.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not if he was disciplined on defense, no, it's not a bad matchup. He's not disciplined on defense. So yes, it's a bad matchup. You already know what you're going to do. He's going to do.
He was the best option because I'm not putting Julius on.
Why not?
He plays 0 defense. His net rating is he's the worst he's the worst basketball player according to some net ratings. According to all net ratings, offense, defense, he's one of the top 10 worst basketball players.
Wait, I'm sorry. I think I missed the person's name. Who are you referring to?
Oh, Julius Randle.
Oh, okay.
Plus minuses all together. You add them up, win shares and all that. Julius Randle is the top.
Yeah, I mean,
basketball player.
I mean, those numbers could mean something in some instances. I don't think that
they mean something. Plus minuses mean something.
I don't think you can encapsulate, because what you would tell me is that because Mitchell Robinson has a better plus minus, he could guard Giannis, and I would tell you that if that's how you're deciding your matchups, you're a fool.
No, nobody can guard Giannis, but there's factors that you can't play, like how refs are calling it that night. That's just something you don't know, you can't factor. But what you can factor is how much shots this person takes from this, and how many percentages he takes from this corner or this side or whatever. You can factor those in, and then you factor in how the refs are calling.
Yeah, I think you're on the island, Dolo. I mean, well, you're on the island with Tibbs because Tibbs is the one who put him on Giannis, and then he got 2 quick fouls, and he was out of there.
Right.
I think something got to give, man. Like, I don't know, man. Is there's a move that got to happen? I don't feel like RJ and Randall is a good mix. RJ, Randall, and Mitch been the front court for the past 3 years, and it hasn't really worked. So like, what are we doing? Like, how long are we gonna keep taking L's when we should be getting W's? The problem is that we're losing games that we should win. That's the problem, right? Like, if you want to, if the Bucks game, the Bucks went on an 18-0 run in the third quarter, right? That game, and then they came back. But I mean, you all that energy you use, you know what I mean? Like, and then what was the other game they lost? They lost to Cleveland. To Cleveland. Even that game, game was close. We was up 9 points with 7 minutes left in the fourth, and that got squandered really quickly.
Gotta close games.
Yeah, it's like it's games that we should be winning, right? And we just spoke about, the effect of Jalen Brunson. I mean, that's why he was literally brought here, right? So if he's not gonna, if it's gonna be difficult for him to will us to games at the end of the game, when it's still W's at the end of the game, then it has to be some type of change going on. What's the change?
I mean, I feel like it has to do with execution at the end of the game. Jalen Brunson can, slow down the tempo and help you execute, but everyone else also has to execute along with him. So It's not just him by himself. We also said that we want him to get guys in their spots. He can get guys in their spots, but they also have to do the right thing and execute when they get the ball in the right spot. So I feel like it's not all on him. He's allowed to have bad games.
He is, right? but my thing is, if he's doing his part, let's say he's doing his part, and we're still losing, then who's not doing their part?
No, it's not about. I don't think it's about who's not doing their part. Honestly, if you look at your bench, right? The New York Knicks have a team full of mediocre role players. Just as what it is, right? We got to be honest. The New York Knicks don't have a closer, and that's what they're missing. If they had a closer on their team,
we don't got a star.
Hawks don't come back. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, we don't have a star.
It doesn't have to be a star. Not every closer is a star, right? You just need someone who you can give the ball to and say, "Hey, get me through these next few possessions."
But that's what Jalen Brunson in the
Jalen Brunson never been able.
Hold on. In the first couple games, Jalen Brunson has been that common. Yeah, he's been that common factor. He's been what you said, right? That's why I compare him to having the effect of a Damian Lillard on the team, right? It's like he gets everybody in their right spots. He can play off the ball, and he makes the right decisions. But at the end of the day, even though he's making the right decisions, people got to make shots. And if shots not being made, free throws are being missed, turnovers are being made, rotations are being done awfully. It's difficult at that point.
I agree.
Go ahead, Tom. I mean, Chris.
I agree.
No, I was saying that was to my point. That was to my point. That's all I was saying. Yeah. Tom said he agreed too.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you could look at the Hawks game, and I think that's a great example. If you look at their team versus the Knicks team, right? DeJounte Murray was brought there to be able to set his teammates up, and they have Trae Young as the closer. And that's what we've seen Brunson be able to do. He's able to put his guys in positions to be successful. The Knicks just lack a closer, and that is really and their bench is just full of mediocre role players with that as well. But
what closer is not a star?
One more time.
What closer is not a star?
I would have to go through a list. There's plenty of closers.
Him in the corner. He boxed him in the corner.
Yeah, I can't think of any on the top of my head.
They're definitely missing a star.
They're missing a star, but I think Jalen Brunson is that closer that can be that closer that Tone is referring to. Like I've seen him do it. I 100% believe he can be that player.
If Donovan Mitchell would have came to the Knicks, he would have been the closer.
He's a closer.
I feel like Jalen Brunson looked like a closer because Luka was passing him the rock, and he could hit those shots. It wasn't him.
I'm talking about now. I'm not talking about Dallas. I'm talking about the first 7 games of the season. I'm not talking about last year.
Because Jalen Brunson closed them out in some games at the beginning of the season.
That's what I'm saying.
He only didn't close them out in 2 games.
Right.
2 games. Because yesterday it was a blowout against Atlanta, so there was nothing to close out. Like
they lost the game in the fourth quarter. They lost the game. And we'll you know what I mean? But again, I feel like Jalen Brunson always makes the right play at the right time. He makes timely buckets. He makes timely passes. But the problem is when you have people like Evan Fournier who's not giving you nothing, who's giving you absolutely nothing, right? Who's giving you nothing. You got Tibbs who's playing, Obi's scoring 11 points in 9 minutes, 10 minutes, and you take him out the game to put in handle Randall. I don't understand it at all. What are we doing?
Well, Randall's
said this.
playing great, so let's
Not
not
during
let's
this
not
3-game skid.
Okay.
Let me pull up. I'm gonna pull up a Randall stat real quick. I got you.
I've been saying this before the beginning of the season. I like Fournier. I think every championship team needs a Fournier on their team.
Nah,
But
not this Fournier.
This is the only thing that he would be very effective. If he's having a game like this, there's no way he should have played 10 minutes in the third. He played 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he should have been on the bench.
He should be removed.
Oh.
And Tibbs just likes his 8 minutes for the starters rotation. That's his rotation. 8 minutes for the starters and the bench get whatever's left. And it sucks.
It quickly got 16 rebounds yesterday.
16.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that
effort.
something was crazy when he had 16 rebounds. I was like, this is just a fast-paced game. Players are just doing everything this tonight.
Bro, it's effort. It's effort, right? And if you're not gonna give effort, get out the game. If you're not gonna run back on defense, get out the game.
Right.
I'm looking up something right now.
There was a lot of that. Fournier's plus minus was horrible. Oh my god. I think it was minus 16 or 17.
Awful.
It's crazy.
What'd you tell me earlier about his plus minus Durham?
I don't remember. What did I say?
I think you said he was minus 16 and they were up 20.
That don't make sense. Bro, he was like minus something and they were up like 15 points. How?
Right. Right. He's a liability. At times he's a liability because he's not making shots, so he's not doing anything else. He's not scoring. He's not doing nothing. That's awful. We're up 15 and his plus minus 16. That don't make no sense.
Yeah,
that just tells you he was a cone. He was a cone. and Tibbs and look, this is another thing too. Grimes, I think did he get into the game? I believe he got.
Grimes played 5 minutes. He played garbage minutes.
Right.
I honestly think that they're just trying to
slowly bring him back in.
Yeah, they want Grimes.
He got to start in lineup. He got to start in position as soon as he can play and his foot does not hurt. He got to start in position.
Yeah, they have to change something up in this lineup. And something has to change.
If I can't keep watching Obi have great games for 5 minutes. I can't keep watching that. You have to find time for him somehow.
Bro, I'm literally about to pull
Obi at the 1. Put Obi at the 1. I don't care. He has to play.
I'm about to pull something up for you guys to see.
I think also, RJ just has to play better too.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Oh, can I say? Sorry, can I skip the line real quick? The line? 2 games he had to prove himself was against Murray. They were going to trade him for, and was against Donovan Mitchell. They were going to trade him for. He did not show up for either game.
Yeah.
He did not.
Donovan Mitchell. He got torched.
Go ahead, Tony.
No, I was talking about a closer. RJ has to put it together so he can be that guy. You know what I mean? Maybe he can be that. Hey,
you really gotta wait till All-Star game to see him play.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Every year it's the same thing. He got to start early. He got to start better, bro.
Yeah.
He has to.
What's the fire he needs?
I think it's just I think it's just the adjustment. It's the adjustment to having a point guard. So now, it's a lot less probably touches, a lot less ball handling he has to do. So he's gonna have to pick and choose and find his spots where he can be most effective for the team. And I feel like that's what he's struggling with right now. He wasn't really efficient before. So it's like now it's going to be even harder for him to be efficient and find his way to score baskets throughout the game.
And this was
Go ahead, Tony.
And I had mentioned this prior to the season. He has to come in and just be the leader. Like that needs to just be cemented. You know, Brunson is there to help him be successful. Honestly, but he has, he has such a passive, like demeanor. RJ,
yeah, RJ take shots though. That's that thing. Like that's why I hear what you're saying, but RJ takes shots. He just misses. Like he's taking the shots. I don't feel like he's not getting the ball where he needs to get the ball. I don't feel like he's trying to find himself in offense. I feel like he's missing shots that he should make. He's taking like 6 wide open 3-pointers and he's missing them, all 5 of them, or he's missing.
What I'm saying is, I want the topic in New York to be we're losing because of RJ.
But they're not. So this is I understand. So now let's go to this. Let's go here. Look at this man. Plus my look at this, bro. Look at this, bro. Look at this. That's not crazy.
I saw the video. I just saw the video of RJ doing the left hand layup. He's trying to showing something else.
Yeah, you had it there, then it's gone.
Oh, you don't see it? You don't see it? You guys don't see the Twitter post I got up?
No.
It was there before, and when you switch screens.
Oh, it was there before.
Yeah, there it is.
That's the okay, cool. My
Randall Obies.
Yeah.
Per 36. That's crazy.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's nasty. That's nasty business.
Yeah, not a good representation.
Terrible representation. There's another one too I want to show you. I'm just trying to get
something got to be done. Something got to be done.
For those that don't understand, per 36 is the minutes that player will play, and they calculate that and adjusted their stats towards that. So if a player would play 8 minutes and score 2 points, according to per 30, that person would score 8.36. Give you
Obi
of per 36. So
look at this.
Can you pull it?
Look at this.
We can't see it.
Can't see it?
No, you keep switching the screen.
I don't know why is it doing that.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
Switch it again.
Go back.
Hold on. Crazy right now.
There you go.
Money.
Oh.
Yep.
Changed it again.
You keep switching it back. There we go. Good. Stay there.
Guess we on this side.
This season,
Obi Toppin has 9 less field goals made this season than Julius Randle, with 105 less minutes played and 48 less field goal attempts. That is just bonkers.
And that's why his per 36 is higher than this.
Yeah.
Can you go back to the per 36 real quick?
Per 36.
With him and Randall. That is. So in 36 minutes.
This is from Stat News too.
Julius Randle will average 20. I'll give him 20 and 10. Obi would average 22 and 8. Shooting 52%.
Mind you, we didn't even read we didn't even read that Randall is negative 180 over the last 2 seasons, and Obi is plus 184.
Nasty.
He's on the court.
I mean, so what do you do in that situation? Are you saying that you play Obi over Randall?
I don't see why we still have Obi. I don't see why we still have Randall and Obi on the same team still. We got to go in the direction. And then I don't see why we still have the same front court for 3 years and we haven't done any moves there. Like We just gave Mitchell a new contract. We gave Julius an extension, and we gave RJ an extension, but we still are losing.
Well, because moves don't happen frequent like that in the league, right? So let's talk about what we do have. What do you do to solve this with all these players on the team? Does Obi play before Randall? Is that what you suggest?
I feel like the first thing we should do talk about the head of the snake, the head of the basketball snake, which is Tibbs. Fire Tibbs. Like that's
logically the only answer I could think of, because he's so stubborn. Like, I like him. Just be an assistant coach.
Mm-hmm.
Let Brunson's father run the team.
That's crazy.
Why not?
That would be nuts.
Not? Yo, this stat right here lets you know. It lets you know, like, he's stuck in his ways. He's not going to make adjustments.
So what do you do? So what do you do as the coach?
Boy,
as a coach?
That's what I want to know.
Starting quickly, and Fournier is coming off the bench.
No,
Period.
What about Obi and Randall? That's what I want to know.
Obi's
thing.
Oh, go ahead, Henny.
So my thing is nothing is wrong with the starting lineup. It's about the allocation of the minutes. If you take out Fournier and play he doesn't play the hot hand. He does not.
Why is Fournier playing? He's not giving you anything. Let me give you a Fournier stats right now. Hold on. Because he's not giving you anything. Why is he in the game? He shouldn't be on your team, but why is he in the game?
I agree with that point, but that's not what I'm asking. You guys were just comparing Randall and Obi, and I'm trying to understand what are you guys.
So what I would do is I'll take if Randall's gonna stay on the team, I'll just have to take him out earlier and put. So what he played.
Okay, go ahead.
Instead of 10 minutes and a half. Yeah, 10 and 12. Not
for Obi?
6. Yeah.
For Obi?
Right.
Yeah. Instead of playing 6 minutes and a half, you play 10.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Got you.
If Randall don't have it that night, it's seeming that he doesn't have it every night. You sit him down, let Obi play.
Let's play longer.
Like I said, I'm fine with the lineup. It's just that he's dedicated to this lineup. Like, he doesn't want to make adjustments. He doesn't want to play with it. It's rare that Quickly plays with the starting lineup. It's rare that Obi plays with the starting lineup. But
he does like 5 subs. Like, he does like sub in, sub out. Like, you have the second unit and the first unit. Like, it's 2 different teams.
Exactly. And they play two different styles.
2 different styles.
He doesn't. Yeah, they do.
The thing too is that they're trying. The first unit is trying to play like the second unit now, right? Like, as far as in getting the ball up the court, fast. Everything's transition.
I love the pace. It's just when they don't have it, Tibbs, take them out. Take them out, please.
Obi's better at that style of play than Randall.
Right.
Every time Randall run up the ball, I feel like run up the court, I feel like he's about to trip and run into somebody.
So you take
lazy passes too.
Lazy passes and those weak ass screens. Go ahead, Tom.
You take Fournier out the rotation, right? And you allocate some of those minutes and give more to Obi, who backs up, and you give the rest of the minutes to Quickly. Would be the solution.
No, so
I think Quickly should start. Quickly should start.
Quickly definitely got to start, right? If we're just talking Obi and Randall, then I'm just saying like those minutes. But we're talking about as a whole, like Henny said.
Right.
Henny said he don't think the starting lineup needs any fixing. I don't think so. I think it does, and it needs to either going to be Tibbs or Fournier going to the bench.
And who starts?
And Quickly starts.
Okay, so Quickly
and then have Rose run the second unit.
Gotcha. With Obi.
With Obi, yeah.
Oh,
and Fournier.
Who gets the most minutes out of the second unit?
Obi and Quigley look great together. Like you can't tear that apart.
Bro, they
They're
basketball players. They should be able to play with other players. And Rose could play with Obi.
Sometimes it's chemistry.
You true. You're right. That's true. But Rose could 100% play with Obi.
And I feel like you gotta adjust. Like you can't, like Dorm said, you went through the last 3 years making basically no adjustments. You gotta make an adjustment. You gotta see what works. You gotta shake things up, or you're just gonna continue to lose. Like they're gonna continue. And the worst part is they're gonna continue to lose games you should win. That's what's gonna hurt. That's what's gonna hurt even more.
But they just
you're gonna lose games you should win.
They just got a new point guard. What you mean shake it up?
Well, they had no point guard, so he was automatically going to get that spot. But I'm saying,
that Tibbs is not making that decision. That's why you have the ticket. Should Tibbs be fired? Because he's not making those simple decisions.
I think Quickly is more of a shooting guard than a point guard. I think he's more effective, and he's more helpful to the team by scoring and playing defense. I don't think Quickly is equipped enough to run an offense for your team. I don't think so. That's why I would have him starting at the 2 guard over Fournier, because I would want him alongside Brunson. And that also upgrades your backcourt defense as well.
100%.
He's a better defender than Evan Fournier. So I don't know. I just think you just need to make some kind of adjustments.
Is it too early to be talking about firing Tibbs though?
Try to see what works. No, I don't think so. For him, I would give him till All-Star break.
That's a long time.
Yeah, that's a long. I mean, what was the expectation for the Knicks? That and I think that was something that we hit on before. It's like you're gonna fire him, but what are even the expectations? What do you expect them to do?
To have better.
They have a bench of mediocre role players.
But they got the best bench in the league as far as they got the top 3 bench as far as scoring and numbers goes in the league. So yeah, they got some average players. They look mediocre because they don't get the minutes, but they're better than other benches. So I wouldn't say that they're mediocre. So I would disagree with that part.
I think tomorrow's a must-win for the Knicks.
Who they play tomorrow?
Philly.
Yeah.
No James Harden.
No Joel.
That's to be determined. He's day to day. We'll see. He had an illness. He had an illness, so we'll see what happens with that. But tomorrow's still a must-win game. Tomorrow's a must-win game. He lost 3 in a row. They have to come out with some kind of intensity and try to get the ball rolling again. They cannot come out flat tomorrow and lose to a short-handed Philadelphia 76ers.
Right.
No James Harden. So to me, tomorrow's a must-win.
You don't know what to expect. You don't know what's going on. You don't know who's going to go. I hate games.
Right. And Philly's having their own struggles too, so this is a game they should win.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up the next couple of games.
Fournier is shooting 39% from the 3 battle.
Shot 39?
No, bro. What's the context? But
he's also averaging 10 points. Quickly is averaging 9, and he's also averaging 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Fournier doesn't do anything else.
He doesn't do anything else.
And he's doing that with less minutes.
Anything else.
And he's doing that with less minutes.
Bro, he's like the equivalent of like Steve Novak or Duncan Robinson now. Like Duncan Robinson. He's not even as good. He's not even a good shooter as Duncan Robinson.
See how numbers could be perceiving?
Would you be
what are you saying?
Him playing less minutes though? Because I can't.
So what?
Because when he's hot, he's like.
He hasn't been hot all season, bro. And when Quickly's hot, he's hot.
Right, I agree.
Okay,
I agree.
And Quickly can shoot the ball, and he plays defense. So why not upgrade your backcourt's defense and you still have the shooting there with Quickly?
Looking up the per game stats for Evan Fournier.
I just see why not. Like you could bring Evan Fournier off the bench to shoot. Like do what he does. He just scores. Bring him off the bench to just score.
Do you think?
Fournier averaged 1 more minute than Quickly.
You think quickly being in the starting lineup will take away his shot opportunities?
No, I think that would actually help his
Who's
shot
he taking?
opportunities.
Who's he taking those shots from?
Fournier.
That's true.
No. I'm sorry. I don't think you understood what I said.
I understand what you're saying, but it's invalid because Fournier, he's replacing Fournier. So the shots that Fournier would have taken, Quickly's gonna take.
He's gonna get.
So that's why I understand what you're saying, but you're not
But
adding a
Quickly gets
player,
more
you're replacing a player.
Fournier
But Fournier doesn't take as many shots.
I would agree with that because Fournier takes 9 shots. He already takes 8, so
same amount. So you're not adding more shots. You're just replacing who's taking those shots, which will be Quickly is replacing Fournier.
He takes the same amount.
Take the same amount of shots. But the thing about it is that Evan Fournier only shoots
threes.
That's it. You don't do anything else.
Henny, how many 3-point attempts does Fournier take?
5.
How many does Quickly take?
5.9.
How many does Quickly take?
4.1. So 6 and 4.
There you go.
There you go.
2 more threes.
Fournier gets 24.
2 more threes and averages 1 more point.
Plays significant amount of money. I'm so.
Well, y'all don't. But what you think about Tiz being fired? You think we jumping the gun on that? Think it's too early for that, Henny?
We, as the Knicks fan, I just want to see these young players play. Like it's bad. It's not like these guys suck and they're playing bad. They should be taken out. Playing good and they're getting taken out for people who are not playing good at all. And I've never seen nothing like that. I've never seen nothing like that. Ever. And it's I can't help me. I can't think of a time where you take out you have your star player playing bad and they pick it up later by doing something. Julius Randle is playing bad and staying bad. Other people's star players, they pick it up, they do something else. He's doing everything bad. Playing defense bad. Offense bad. It don't make no sense why he should, I don't know why his assistant coach is not showing him the paper like, hey, his plus minus is very bad. The more he stays on the court, you gotta do something. It don't make no sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. I think they shouldn't fire him. I don't think they should fire him. I think because we're playing defense. We have up tempo. We're playing with tempo. It's just the rotations. That's it.
That's a lot.
The module. I know the module is there. Everything is there. It's just the rotations. That's all that's missing from the recipe. It's just the rotation.
Doesn't Randall average the most points on the Knicks?
Not just about
18.
points.
I mean, we're talking about numbers, right? So can I
but
talk about numbers?
You can
talk about the numbers.
You can talk about points, right? But it's more than just, you score more than he scores, so you're better than him, right?
What's his split?
Just listen to what I'm saying before you tell me it's not about something. If he's averaging the most amount, if he's averaging 20, right, and we take him off the team, that's minus 20 points. Where does that come from?
So let's talk about numbers. I got this, Dom. I love numbers. Let's talk about numbers.
Okay.
It's how you score that. It's how you score that 18 point.
Okay.
Now he's like, we just showed a stat of Obi playing less minutes, taking less shots, and his only what 9 shots behind him, 9 made shots behind him,
9 field goals made, yeah.
So imagine if you give the same amount of attempts to a more efficient player, they're gonna have 50. That's it.
And then
That's
simple as that.
I understand
the same amount of shots with a more efficient player, they'll have 50. That's all.
50 is extra, but they'll have better numbers.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm fine with that. I'm not a big fan of those of the numbers, but I understand. It makes
They
makes
don't
sense.
lie. They don't lie.
Legs don't lie, baby. You can't just ride off of one stat though. You gotta combine the
No,
two
it's not
stats.
about
It's
it's not
so
about
much
one
other
stat.
stuff.
What I'm telling you is facts. I'm telling you what he contributes to the team,
That's the
and
facts too.
what you're providing me is
Stats are facts.
if he plays more minutes, then he'll average more points or more whatever than this player.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
what stat. That's
it hasn't happened.
Julius Randle averages 14.
say that again, Henny.
Julius Randle averages 14 attempts a game.
One more
14.
time. You said 14.
Yeah, 14 attempts a game. Julius averaging 14 attempts a game.
What does that mean? You got to give me context here. That's not a. I
I'm
only
just
say that
saying.
a lot compared to some other people I see.
I agree because RJ is the leading attempt taker on the team with 17 attempts a game.
So what picture are you trying to convey there?
All I'm saying, I'm just telling what you were saying. That 14 attempts can go to a more efficient player, such as that's why we had the per 30. That's what per 30 is. If you switch it and have they taking the same amount of he would average 22, and Julius would only average 19.
Given the same opportunities, he would be better.
Is what you're trying to say?
Yeah,
That's
basically.
Okay. Understood.
Obi Toppin takes 17, and that's half. 7. That's half of Julius.
I wanna spark a little question. So
He just sees some shit.
I didn't even see anything. It just came to my mind.
But
So this is for Dorman. This is for HB and Henny.
Which HB?
So is Obi more efficient because he's playing against the bench players? Like you said about Tyler Hero?
well, Obi's more efficient than Randall because of the shots that he takes.
I got you.
It's because
That's
of
not
the
what I
shots.
asked. It's not what I asked you.
My head
I
down,
answered.
son.
No, you didn't answer me.
You want a yes
I
or no
didn't ask
question?
you. I didn't ask you.
Nick
What,
Fidel?
I didn't ask you what kind of shots he takes.
You
Yeah.
asked me a question. I asked you, and I answered it. It's because of the
You did
shots
not
he
an-
takes.
you-
No, he asked you.
That's not what I asked you.
Yeah,
That's not what I asked you.
Is it because
That's
he's
not what I
playing
asked
against the bench?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Is that what you want to say? It was a yes or no question? You just wanted me to answer yes or no? You didn't want me to give you any context or follow-ups or...
Yes, I did.
Okay, so no. He's more, he will be better because of the kind of shots he takes. So no.
How do you know he's going to get those kind of shots if he's playing against the starters?
Because of the offense that's being run.
What do you
So
mean?
you know the kind of shots that, depending on the offense you're being run, you know the kind of shots that certain players will take and what certain players will get. So
you don't know because you'll be playing against better defenses when you're playing against the starting lineup.
He's freestyle.
But you will still have the same offense, right?
Of course you'll have the same offense.
So within the
but you're playing against better defense.
Okay, so within the offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Julius Obi Toppin will be a better player within the offense than Julius Randle because of their style of play.
That's not what he asked you.
That's not what I asked you, though.
Yes, you did.
He's freestyle. People, he's freestyling.
Henny, am I not answering the question?
So listen.
Chris, you don't feel like I'm answering your question?
No,
I do not feel like you're answering my question.
So
listen, no, I do not.
Listen again. So
is
he having better numbers because he's playing against the bench?
And what did I say?
You said no.
And what? Keep going.
I don't need you to say anything about Julius Randle.
No.
Stay
with me.
That the reason,
answer my question. So I said no, and then what else did I say?
You started talking about the reason he's more efficient than Julius Randle.
What was the question?
What was the question? So just listen. You said that Tyler Hero is as good as he is because he plays against the bench unit.
Right. Tyler Hero. Right.
That's what you said.
Those two things are individually mutually exclusive. They're not just because it works for him
He's
doesn't mean it
freestyling,
works for
people.
that.
Mutually exclusive. He's freestyling.
Yes, I'm not
So-
freestyling. It's not the same situation.
He's
Oh my
freestyling.
God.
All right,
What are you saying?
cool.
I'm not saying, because everybody that what you guys are saying is that a blanket statement, right?
What you
and I'm
said.
not. Hold on. You guys are saying that I'm making a blanket statement, and I'm not. Tyler Hero did well because he played against the bench unit. Yeah, you're saying
Why? But why did you say that?
Hold on.
But you have to elaborate on that so that people
Okay,
understand.
so you want me? All right. So Tyler Hero was doing well against the bench, the second unit. He was the focal player offense. The focal offense of the Miami Heat's bench offense. That was their game plan, right? So he is the primary scorer, the primary ball handler in their offense. So when he's playing against the second unit, he's playing against a lesser guard. They're not that good to handle what's being happening on the court with Tyler Hero. However, but when he goes into the starting lineup, as we see right now, he's not playing that well. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
He just hit a game. He just hit a game. He just hit a game winner yesterday.
What are you talking about?
Okay, but he's not playing well.
And Matt Ryan.
He's not.
Career high-
Matt Ryan. Okay, exactly.
Career high in rebounds.
Okay, so you feel like Tyler Hero
For someone who does nothing but score.
Hold on.
No. We're not gonna change it.
All right,
This
that's what I'm saying.
isn't
So let me finish. You guys are trying to pull me from different directions. Let me finish what I'm saying. I don't think he's having a good season. Right? Cool. Boom.
Okay.
So why would Obi do well in the starting lineup? Obi will do well in the starting lineup because of the offense that the Knicks are running. It's an up and down offense, which he will be better in than Randall. That's why, because Randall is an isolation player, which doesn't seem to be good in this offense. So Obi will be better in the starting lineup because of that. Not
But
because,
how would Obi be? How would Obi? Go ahead.
Not because of Tyler Hero's reason he will be good. He's not. He's good in the bench. It's the same reason as Obi. They don't have to be the same reason for to have the same results.
Yeah, you're biased because you're a Knicks fan. But how would Obi be better in the starting lineup?
Disagree.
How would Obi be better in the starting lineup if you and Henny agreed?
Yeah,
that
we're using your point.
Julius Randle can win you a game and Obi cannot.
I never said that to you.
Henny did.
All right, so you say Henny. I never said that.
Henny.
Oh, I did say that. Yes, I did.
Right, so he feels that way. I don't.
Oh, so you think Obi can win you a game?
Yes. When you say win me a game, you mean go get me a bucket,
Oh
one-on-one
my
isolation?
God.
Or you're saying
That's what I was meaning. Go
his
get me
play
a
can win me a
Yo.
game? Which one are you saying?
I know exactly what you meant.
Yeah, I know exactly what you
Hold
meant.
on. I want to be clear because I can answer the question. It's cool.
Both.
So Obi cannot. I don't see Obi. Hold on. I don't see Obi getting the ball at the end of the game to go get me a bucket. Right. However, I don't want Randall doing that either.
Who would you rather?
Neither one.
Who would you rather?
Neither
This
one.
is a Randall or Obi answer.
Randall.
Since you like your okay.
Randall. But I don't want either one. Right. So if it's good, bad, or ugly, it ain't. Neither one of them is good.
So Obi's in the game. Who are you giving the ball to win your game?
Neither. If it's Obi and Randall.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta
like
give it to
analytics,
Randall because Randall's a better isolation player. However, he will not, I believe that Obi will have better numbers and be a better team player will attribute to winning more than Randall in this offense. He doesn't have the isolation role. It could be RJ, it could be Jalen Brunson, it could be other people. It don't have to be Obi.
So why would you give it to Randall?
In a situation,
If you just said
I wouldn't give it to Randall. I wouldn't give it to Randall.
You just said you would give it to Randall.
If you're telling me to choose between the two, right? I have to choose Randall. But if I have a choice, because I told you he's a better isolation player.
Okay.
Right.
That's
However,
it. You don't have to explain anymore. That's it.
I do because you're giving me two chances. Two
no,
options.
we're not. He's asking you a very straightforward question. Who are you giving it to? When you explain yourself, you're making it worse for yourself.
I disagree.
Explain it. You said Randall, and that's it.
If I have to choose between Randall and Obi in the isolation play, I'm choosing Randall.
See how in an isolation. No,
let me talk.
He's not saying that. He's asking you. You just have to give somebody the ball. Stop.
And it's not going to be either one of them. It's not going to be either one of them.
Oh my! People,
that wasn't the question. That was
the question.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Sounds like,
so
hold on.
If you're painting the question like that, I'm gonna pick the best isolation player. However, if you're talking about the actual team, I'm not giving the ball to Randall to shoot the last second shot. I wouldn't. If it's gonna be you or Randall, I'm gonna choose Randall. But I don't want either one of you to shoot the last second shot.
We don't need a but, bro. He just asked you who would you choose. That's it. That was
all
it.
Right. I'm choosing Randall to shoot a last second shot between him and Obi.
No, you don't. We don't need to hear the last second shot. Who are you giving the ball to at the end of the game? That's it. That's all you got.
I got to give it to the best isolation player. Got to give it to the best isolation player.
Stop.
Yo, let's go across the bridge to somewhere. Let's get on a plane. Let's go somewhere else. let's go somewhere else.
Before we go there, what's these next couple games? What's these next couple games?
They got Philly on the schedule. They got Minnesota coming up too.
Nah, you just on the other side. You're fine. You guys are just looking on the wrong side. You can't see it, but it's fine. You can't see it, but it's fine.
So what's that schedule?
So the schedule will be
Philly tomorrow.
Nice. There we go.
Philly tomorrow.
Okay.
Wait, where are we?
You got Philly right here.
That's
and then you got the
it's right, left, right, left.
Right, left,
yeah.
right, left, right, left. So
okay.
Let's go straight from tomorrow to.
Oh, they on a back-to-back, huh? That's a tough back-to-back right there. Well, I mean, Philly game is extremely winnable. They should win that game. They're shorthanded, like I said before. The real test is going to be against Boston. It's going to be a really tough game. We already know how Boston is. They're already a tough defensive team, but so are the Knicks. So for that game, I feel like it's going to be about executing from start to finish. Right. The Knicks don't have time for hiccups and losing leads. They lose the lead, they're going to lose.
It's over.
They have to come out and punch them in the mouth, keep their foot on the gas, and keep it rolling. If they don't, they will lose that game.
What you got? What's their record for the next 5 games? Right now they 3-4. For the next 5 games, what do you think they're going? So you think they're going 2-3?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could go 3-2. They should win against Philly. They should win against the Timberwolves. No, I'm lying. They should go 4-1. They should beat Philly. They should beat the Timberwolves. They should beat the Nets. And they should beat Detroit. The only game I see them possibly losing is against the Celtics.
All right. What you think, Tom?
It should go 4-1.
I got them going 1-4, with the only win being in Detroit. I don't see how they can beat the Timberwolves. The Nets still have the best player on the court. I don't see how that happens. Boston is probably the best team out of all of them, so I agree. I don't think they'll beat Boston. And Philly, I just feel like they're going to find a way to lose that game.
Remember, Brooklyn has no Kyrie.
They have KD.
Okay.
Coach
they got KD.
They got no coach right now. They got Jack Vaughn.
You got KD. I'll take my chance.
All right. What you got, Tom? What you got, Henny? What you got them going?
I got 3-2. I think they should, like, Philly's a must win. I think we battle with Celtics as a 50-50, and I'm gonna go Knicks and take that. I don't think they'll beat the Timberwolves. And I don't think they'll beat the Nets. But I definitely think they go.
All right, I got them. So what you said? 2-2?
3-2.
3-2?
3-2.
Yeah, I'm with Chris on this one. I got them going 4-1. I got the only game they losing to is the Celtics. And winning everything else. The Timberwolves, I don't see how they beat the Timberwolves either, but that's why I'm gonna go 3-2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 4-1. I'm a homer. I'm gonna go 4-1. It's happening.
Twin Towers. We might luck up and beat the Celtics. I think so.
Say that again?
Yeah, surprisingly, they may be able to beat the Celtics, luckily.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Yeah, with it.
Let's go across the bridge.
You want to go Brooklyn? A lot of stuff happening
why
in
not?
Brooklyn.
A lot. Let's dissect it.
All right, man. Let's talk about the man himself, Henny's favorite coach. Henny's favorite coach, Steve Nash. Steve Nash
Worst
got the
coach
boot, man.
in the NBA. They could have hired me. I would have drawn up more.
But we know where Henny's stand at. Chris, you feel like he deserved to be fired?
Yeah, I mean, I just felt like Steve Nash wasn't the right fit for the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, it's a tough job in itself. He even came out after they won that game against Indiana a couple of days ago, 3-4 days ago, whatever it was, and he said to Sean Marks, he said they're just not responding to me, and I feel like that's
to me.
and I just feel like that's something that you could see, right? I think it was the first game of the season. I think Kyrie said in a press conference, he had said how, we had practiced all of these things, and we just found a way not to get to anything we practiced.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I feel like that's all falls back on a lack of respect and a lack of respect for the coach. You know what I'm saying? They don't respect him. They don't, and I wouldn't say, I don't know if I could say it's Steve Nash's fault because of those egos over there. I feel like, again, this will be a difficult situation for anyone. So I just felt like it wasn't the right fit. He didn't demand or command the respect that, he wanted from these players. And it was just the best thing for him to just get out of that situation.
You think, Tone?
Yeah, listen, Steve Nash is probably the happiest man on the planet right now.
Yeah, I think he's happy too.
He don't got to deal with none of that. He gets paid regardless.
Does
right?
he? Does he? Because they said they mutually agreed. If
Parted
you quit,
ways.
Yeah, if you quit, you don't get. He got fired. That's just the way they saved their man. He got fired.
They
Yeah,
say that. They said he got fired though. They said
They
it.
say they mutually agreed to
they said it
part
was
ways.
mutual.
Right. But there was plenty of reports that said Steve Nash got fired.
Yeah, that's media. That's media.
There were headlines everywhere that said he got fired.
Yeah, that's our
That's
headline
media.
right now.
Offense. Can y'all just look at this
That's
offense?
fire, Steve Nash, right?
Can y'all just watch this offense right here? Just look at it.
Yeah, he's happy, man. He's gonna coach again. He don't got to worry about this team continuing to flame out and mess up his coaching record. The team was poorly, like it's not built good. It's not built good. Look at it and tell it's poorly built. As a coach, he don't got to deal with the Ben Simmons questions anymore. He don't got to deal with the Kyrie Irving questions anymore. He don't got to deal with putting KD in isolation street ball situations anymore. I'm happy for Steve Nash, honestly. Steve Nash never was an ISO player when he played in Phoenix. They never played isolation ball. Being in Golden State, no isolation ball. So it probably makes him lose sleep at night when he has to come to the office and deal with some of the things he's been dealing with. So I think he's happy. I'm excited for Steve. Get some rest and get ready for your next. So
97-54. That was his coaching record.
And real quick, I mean, it's for him to go to Sean Marks and say they're not responding to me. Doesn't that make you think a little bit like, what if he is running plays and they just don't listen to him?
Yeah,
he's soft.
What
That's
if
that's a soft coach.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Again, he's just not commanding that respect.
He sounds like an assistant coach, not a head coach.
How you feel, Henny?
I agree with you. That might be a thing, but with being the head coach, that it comes with your demeanor and how you carry yourself and how they respond. So even if he's not running plays, he's still standing there most of the time, just looking. A lot of times, if you watch the games, they'll pan the camera over. They're coming up with the ball. He's not calling anything. He's not saying. He's just standing there a lot of time. So it's not just maybe it could be that they're not responding to him. He just gave up, but
Right.
I see it with my own two eyes that they're coming up with the ball on the court. They're just standing there. He's just standing there, and they're coming up on a basic park pick and roll, handoff, you shoot it, I shoot it type of thing. It's an ISO clear.
Yeah, they definitely taking turns.
Yeah, for
turn
sure.
my turn type of shit. They definitely doing that.
Yeah, we about to go for 30 tonight.
Yeah,
Right.
you get 30, I get 30. That's 60.
With an L.
Yeah.
How do you so I mean that kind of runs into our next conversation. Like, can they succeed? Can the Nets succeed in this in this turmoil?
Well, what's gonna have to happen first is they're gonna have to get a coach that is well respected.
Mhm.
You know, after they get the coach that is well respected, they're gonna have to start trying to build that culture. You know, they're gonna have to come to a realization come to terms like the past is the past. Let's turn over a new leaf. Let's all try to buy in, and let's make this thing work. You know,
Right.
these are the things that we're gonna have to do to make these things work. First thing they're gonna have to do is double down on defense. The defense is atrocious, you know, and there's ways to fix that. You know what I'm saying? There's and you're gonna need a coach that is, yeah, you're gonna need a coach that can bring those principles and those disciplines to the team. And again, everyone is gonna have to buy in. They're gonna have to do their part to be successful on the defensive end.
Should they still be favorites?
No.
No, not right now. No. They have to prove to the world that they could turn it around first. They are out of the favorite question right now, to me personally, in my opinion. They're out of the favorite.
This is hurting Kevin Durant's legacy, I'll tell you.
It is badly. Like, you know, and it's just to the point where it just looks like he's going out there. I'm gonna get mine, and everybody else let the chips fall where they may. We lose. I got my 30. You know, I'm not saying that's the attitude he has, but that's what it just looks. That's just what it looks like on the floor.
I'm gonna say that's the attitude he has, and I'm basing that off of the press conferences, the games. That's what I don't know him personally, but that's what I'm basing it off of, because he says all the time, like, you know, it's an individual thing. You only can control what you can control. We have conversations all the time. Like, I just come in here to play basketball. Like, everybody needs to do their parts, and I just do my part. I know I come in and perform. It's a very it's a very me. You know, y'all figure it out on your own, because I'm gonna look good regardless.
Right.
I just like playing basketball, so
yeah, like, I'm gonna come out there, hoop. I'm gonna do my part. And hopefully everyone else falls in line.
Right.
But then again,
high school attitude.
That's also about knowing your personnel. Can we call Kevin Durant a leader? Clearly, you cannot. Can't call Kevin Durant a leader. So Kevin Durant is going to have to be on a team with someone else that could be a leader. And this is why it's not working. Kevin Durant, not a leader. Ben Simmons, he's not a leader.
Nope.
Kyrie Irving, he's not a leader. Those are your three best players, and neither one of them are leaders. So how is this ever going to work?
Exactly.
There's no one to follow after. There's no one to set the tone, like, and to let everybody else follow you in the right direction. Like,
you think they in the plan, or you think they make the top 6 seed, Tom?
Nah, they'll be a top 16. I mean, their talent alone will get KD could get you top 6 in the Eastern Conference. He's good enough to be able to do that. I just think it's tough because, you know, looking at some of these plays, it's a lot of isolation ball, and it's making KD look worse because, you know, it was a point in his career where he was unstoppable, or people feared him in that way. Like, dude, there's nothing you could do with this man. Now people are like, you're gonna have to really beat me, right? Because you're less of a threat when you just catch the ball and nobody has to worry about anything else. But when there's moving parts, when they know that you're a cutter and you're active, then it's a little harder to guard. Him and Kyrie on the floor together just are like two stationary, go get me a bucket type guys.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't gotta worry about Kyrie cutting. You don't gotta really worry about K cutting as much. It's tough. It's tough to watch. So, but yeah, I think they could be a top 6 team easy. They're not a playing team.
I think
I'm sorry, and that's the arrogant part about the Nets. Like, you look at them and you could see like they just try to rely on their talent to win them games. You know what I'm saying? And then that goes back to the leadership. When they're facing adversity, they don't have any leader to try to help them steer the ship, which is just gonna they're just gonna crash and burn like that. They just continue. They're just losing games and losing games and losing games because they don't know how to fight adversity. They don't have anyone that could sit there and help them turn this around as a player.
Yeah.
Right? You already have your coach that you don't listen to, and there's no players that anybody's listening to either. You know,
I would just blow the team up.
I mean,
because here's the thing, like that. Listen, like I think I said this before, it's not gonna change. Like I don't think you get a coach and that just changes, right? It has to be a specific situation that the player walks into where they understand, yo, this is just what it is, right? And I just have to comply. There's a lot of teams that KD can get traded to, and I mean, yeah, probably every other team he can get traded to and be successful. But you want to have a team where the leadership is strong and it's clear that he's not going to be calling the shots. He's just coming here to play basketball. That's it.
What's that? The Warriors?
Oh yeah, Warriors, Miami.
The way the Warriors young core is looking right now, I'm packing all of them up for KD.
Hey, I said that. Y'all was telling me I was crazy.
Not me. I agreed.
Only young player you keep is Poole. Everybody could go.
See ya.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm out. The way they're looking, I would probably pack them up. And having a young team in Brooklyn would be great. Give me any coach, right?
Keep them this time. And keep them this time.
Keep them.
And
right.
Golden State struggling right now.
That's true. This might be the best opportunity to go and get kept.
Listen, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this because I'm not giving Cade he's still a 7-foot guard. So
of course.
All that he's missing is just one play. If you look, he just sent Claxton away to take an ISO post up. If you run something for KD, have him take an easier shot, he makes it. Now imagine if you run an easy play for him, a little off ball screen for him. Simple handoff. He makes it. He makes it. Now run. If you just get a coach to just run some X and O's, they'll be fine.
Yeah, he's taking every shot he's taking is
contested.
Difficult.
Yeah,
it's difficult shots. Look at this.
So I got that. I'm saying that's it. All he needs is a coach to just run some basic X and O's to get him easier shots, and I think they can avoid the play just with basic X and O's. And if Vaughn could do that, he can have the job. Keep it.
Let me ask you something though, Henny. You think they're running Steve Nash's offense?
Ain't D'Antoni's.
Couldn't tell you what they're running, honestly.
I say that because players have a huge influence on the offense that teams run. Maybe this is KD's offense. Maybe it is way Kyrie wants the game to be played. Because obviously
I agree.
You've stated multiple times that they don't listen to Nash, and I could see why Nash hates it. It's not beautiful basketball,
right?
At all.
It doesn't look good. So
this is crazy.
Look.
You're gonna have to get a coach. You're gonna have to get a coach who's I don't know.
And they said they want Ime.
I think Ime could turn it around.
Yeah, they said they want Ime.
He's respectable. I think if he could do it with Tatum, not to say that they're the same player, but like they're I feel like KD are young minded. on how they approach things. I feel like KD is like, he cares about basketball and video games.
What do you think? What do you think Ime would be able to do for this team?
Lead.
Have them
That's
play
all they need
defense.
is leadership.
Your favorite
Leader.
word. Go ahead and say it, Tony. Go ahead and say it.
What, chemistry? Culture?
Culture. That's it.
Culture?
Culture.
Okay, but what did let's talk about
There's
on
no-
the floor.
there's no
Let's talk about
identity.
on the floor stuff, right? Because if KD is running the offense that he wants, and we're looking at his offense, and we're like, this just doesn't look good, and it's not resulting in winning. What do you think Ime is going to be able to come in and impact?
But we don't know that for
offense.
sure though. We don't know that for sure.
Right.
So this is gonna tell us everything we need to know.
Bro,
New coach.
we know for sure they're not running any type of Steve Nash offense.
Why do we
know that for sure. He had he worked with Mike D'Antoni and Steve Kerr, who had success with multiple different Mike D'Antoni has, but who had success with multiple teams running the same type of offense. We know they're not running a Steve Nash offense. We could just make an educated guess and say that. We're looking at these plays, and these are all just isolation setup plays.
Yeah.
This is KD and Kyrie, and it's fine. It doesn't result in winning, but what do you think Ime is going to do? You can't tell me that Ime is going to come here and make them a top defensive team. They don't have the personnel to be that type of team.
Agreed.
They can't beat the Boston Celtics. They don't have the personnel for that.
They can run on offense. Ime runs. He can run the X and O's. He got shots for Tatum. He got shots for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
So he knows what to do with two stars.
KD and Kyrie have never been an X and O's type player, ever.
Kevin Durant has.
Right.
When?
Golden State.
Serious? Yeah. Sorry, folks. He ain't asked us that question.
Yeah.
No, but let me elaborate. Let me elaborate on that. X's and O's, sure, but whenever Golden State was in a pinch, that play that we're watching over and over is the play that you run for KD. That's a KD play.
Every coach has that. Every coach.
Say that again.
Every coach.
Yeah, right. Those are plays that are meant to be ran when you're in a pinch. Not all game. Not all game.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. They run that all game. Golden State does not run that kind of offense all game.
No,
and
they don't.
9 times out of 10, they up 20 because of running an offense. Because they're just wearing you out by running an offense. That has constant movement, constant ball movement, player movement, easy shots. It's demoralizing when when your opponent just gets easy shot after easy shot after easy shot. It's like, what do you do?
Right.
You're right. You're 100% right. But KD, remember, KD had issues with Steve Kerr because of that. He did.
It resulted in wins, and
it resulted in. I mean, he was there for 3 years, and they went to the finals 3 times.
Right. Yeah, it's very simple. Steve Kerr's system works, but KD had issues with that.
And they would have three-peated if he didn't tear his Achilles.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I can't put this on KD. I can't put this on KD as far as in him running the offense. Like, it's the coach, bro. Like, regardless of what is the coach, he's not LeBron. We assume that every superstar is LeBron, and that's not the situation. He's not LeBron. He's not Kevin GM. He's not Kevin coach. He's just a basketball player. He just plays basketball.
The name don't even sound right.
We've never heard Kevin Durant's
say that
him
he
being
wanted
coachable.
That kind of be
we never saw him being coachable a problem.
Exactly.
We've never seen that.
I can't give him that LeBron stain that shit that we give to LeBron. Nah. KD is just a basketball player who he just comes and shows to work and play basketball. That's it. That's all he does. And
really good. He just wants to play basketball. Who's really good.
But that is.
But I don't think it's a stain, though. I don't think that's a stain.
That's the problem. I mean, stain, a stigma, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Whatever adjective. I'm just saying.
He played the same way. He played the same way in OKC.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the same. He doesn't have the control. Like your premise to what you're saying is like, you know, it's KD's offense because KD wants to do this, KD wants to does that, and so it's gonna happen. KD has never proven to be that kind of person or player in the NBA since he's been here.
What do
That's
you
what I'm saying.
mean? The only time that we saw otherwise when he was with Golden State. What are you referring to?
Ever. He's not the kind of player to say, I want to run this kind of offense.
You don't have to say it, bro. You don't have to come out and just say, I want to run that.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's
But
why he's running
KD
Steve
is
Nash's
also
offense, not KD's offense.
also complained. KD's also complained about when he was in OKC. He was like, he complained about having to always find his own shot and being
All
the
the
only
time.
person that could only be the only one to do that.
Yeah.
They had a horrible offense in OKC too.
He
And
also
leading the league in assists
he
and stuff
also
like that.
complained about Steve Kerr's offense.
KD's problem.
complained about it.
He didn't complain. He just said that offense. He said that when running an offense goes out the window after a certain while. Okay,
Correct.
That's not complaining.
But that's not true.
No, Steve Kerr said it was true. Steve Kerr agreed with him.
You said it too. You said when you're in a pinch, you're gonna go away from running the offense. Give it to KD. Move out the way.
Right. But you heard what you just said? When you're in a pinch, you're going to go away from running an offense. So what I'm saying is that historically, for most of his career, we've seen KD do what we're looking at right here. That's all I'm saying. When he was in Golden State, he was doing what Steve Kerr told him to do. And he was successful. But he's had other coaches other than Steve Kerr, and they've ran what we see is happening in Brooklyn.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
KD has not been successful when that's happened.
That's exactly what I'm saying. But that's
all
I'm
I
saying.
don't think that's on KD though. That's not
just a coach.
That's on Scott Brooks.
The coaches are putting him in those positions. If you look,
exactly.
KD was only put in a different position once.
Exactly.
On Golden State, and you saw the result. He flourished, and he had career highs in his efficiency.
Right.
Right.
You're 100% right. How open he was.
Yeah, like it was retarded.
Actually, KD was.
We don't say that word.
Sorry.
Actually.
No. We addressed it.
No. Yeah.
Okay. He was on Draymond's podcast. I forgot what podcast he was on. JJ Riddick's podcast, and he stated that the reason he wanted to go to Golden State because they played basketball. They ran. It was beautiful to watch. So KD enjoys the X and O's. Actually, he doesn't. I don't know if he likes the ISO, but I know he said that he enjoyed watching Golden State run their.
That's why he wanted to be a part of that team.
That's why he wanted to be a part of that.
He didn't want to just get the ball and score every time. That's not what he wanted to do, which is what he's playing right now.
So why did he leave?
He wanted to go out there and know that this is what he's doing for the day. When he played with the Thunder, he didn't know if he was going to be the scorer. He didn't know if he was going to be point guard, the center that day.
Yeah.
And that was a problem for him. He didn't know what position he was going to play. But with
KD got something to prove now. Now he's trying to prove he could do it without Golden State.
Bro, I just seen that.
Yeah, and that's why he left.
That was amazing.
That's why he left.
That was amazing. I've seen that shot happen like 5 times now, and I'm like, how did he figure that out?
Let's go across the country. Okay. LeBron James.
Sorry for illustration, people.
LeBron James. Darvin Ham clicking the right buttons, man. They on a 2-game winning streak.
I can't post this. Sorry.
Say that again.
I say you spelled buttons wrong.
Did I spell buttons wrong? Button. Thank God for the edit.
Yes, sir.
That's out to the edit. But yeah, man, Darvin Ham. They started 0-5. Now they're 2-0. Going to the championships.
A man can dream.
A man can dream. How you feel, Henny? Talk to me, man. Talk to me about these Darvin Ham. What he doing?
I hate that Russ has to go to the bench, but I love his attitude about it. You know, not this. I can't say because it's never happened, but I can't think of another star that would go to the bench and accept that role, and luckily they're being successful. But imagine if they was losing.
I mean, they are losing. They went over 5. I mean, they 2-0 right now. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but
ever since
ever since Russ went to the bench, they've been winning. That's a fact. That is a fact.
That's it. That's it. So for Russ to accept that role is just amazing.
But it's not Russ' fault though, right? We don't want to put.
It's
I
not.
don't agree that this is a Russ thing.
Right. It's not a Russ thing.
I think it's a Rob Pelinka thing.
Chemistry. It's a chemistry thing.
I don't think chemistry either. I disagree with that. I think it's a Rob Pelinka thing. I think Rob Pelinka needs to stop listening to Kurt Rambis, and he'll be fine.
This team does not mesh well together at all.
Yeah, because it's because of the players that they put together. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a Rob Pelinka GM putting together this team thing. Or we want to say it's LeBron, Le GM. I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a chemistry.
Do with this.
Yo, I love.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yo.
LeBron had everything to do with this team construction, bud.
That's so funny, yo. When people fans.
As for
bro,
Russ, he asked for AD.
He asked for AD.
He asked for AD.
Yo,
DeRozan
you
said
don't
he
think
thought
Ron,
he was going to the Lakers until
you don't think Ron co-signed on Russ coming in? Come on, son.
I think they asked him, and he said, "Okay, he's cool."
That's a co-sign, boy.
That's a co-sign. Could have said
all
no.
Right, so he co-signed it.
Nah, it's not gonna work.
That's our point. So he deserves fault.
Okay, you're absolutely right.
If it would have worked, if this would have worked from the beginning, all LeBron fans would be like, "Oh my God, look, he went and got Westbrook and he did it, and KD couldn't do it."
Right.
100%.
Okay, so now
here's the thing, because they could have got Buddy Hield that same summer.
If LeBron would have said no,
LeBron was
all he had to do was say no.
Or DeRozan.
Or DeRozan. They could have got DeRozan.
Was signed, boy.
Who was signed?
DeRozan. He was ready.
He thought it was a done deal.
Yeah, he thought it was a done deal.
Then Lowry would have been headed on his way, and then he showed the Raptors how to win. I think Darvingham, he's been pushing the right buttons. They're still playing defense. They're still playing hard. Just I believe this chemistry is just bad. It's hard. No matter how much you do, when the chemistry is not there, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It feels like they're running the triangle offense. Just when the Knicks was running the triangle offense in a shooting era. So that's how I feel with this team. They're all slashes in a shooting era. And everybody's defense is predicated to guarding shooters. And when they don't have to guard one, it's an off night. All they gotta do is crowd the paint, and it's easy to stop this team. And I think Darvingham's been pushing the right buttons. It's just about getting a lineup that works for
that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's all.
Is Darvingham on the hot seat though?
No.
Nah. I don't think so. I don't think it's Darvingham.
At what point does Darvingham get on the hot seat?
I think next year. I think Rob Pelinka got to give him a decent team. Who's not shooting 20%.
Yeah, he can't shoot. He can't shoot for them.
Yeah.
They just out there missing shots.
I want to talk about their shooting struggles, man. I do.
Ain't nothing to talk about. They can't shoot.
Plain and simple.
They don't have shooters. Very straightforward.
Stop it. Go on to the next one.
Yeah, they can't shoot.
Can't shoot. They're all slashes.
They all slashes and they can't shoot. Something got to give, man.
You know how great LeBron is that he's going to shooting?
Say that again?
LeBron's going to take a slashing team in the era of shooting to the
It
finals.
is. LeBron going to take a slashing team. But
You believe that?
But when LeBron lose, it's gonna be like they made LeBron lose.
Right.
Yep. You have all the excuses.
It's how narratives get created.
They couldn't shoot. What do you expect?
You took the words right out of my mouth. Can't wait to say it.
I know.
What?
They can't shoot. What do you expect?
What do you expect? He's 30. He's 30. He's 38. Talking in future tense. 38. Come on.
Yeah. Excuse.
I'm already ready for the failure. 38. What'd you want him to do? He's 38.
Something. I mean, that they lost yesterday while shooting 27% from three. I mean, that was clearly
They
just
won.
a test. That's what I said.
You said they lost yesterday.
Oh, sorry, they won. I apologize. I meant to say they won. They won yesterday while shooting 27%, which I would say is like a testament to how hard they're playing on the defensive end. You know, because that's hard. It's hard to win. I feel like in this era, not that I feel like I know, in this era, it's hard to win a game shooting 27% from the three. It's almost impossible to win a basketball game shooting 27% from the three. So that just shows you how much work they do on the defensive end of the floor.
Right. They're a great defensive team.
Yeah, they're really good. Really good.
Yeah. Defensively, they're great. But it just something just has to give on the offensive end. And that's where, you know, the upper management is going to have to shake things up.
Are we going to talk about
make some changes
LeBron?
to their roster?
Are we going to talk about these missed free throws, or are we just going to ignore free throws?
We should ISO Cam Henny for that.
Hold on, let me look and find that shit. Oh God, I'm looking for the ISO Cam. That's hilarious.
Henny gonna have to walk us through that.
It don't make sense.
Spectacle of the best player of all time.
Make it
I just wanted you to walk me through that moment. That's all. I didn't understand.
All I'm saying, all he has to do is beat Kobe and Jordan's record at 30 years old.
What record? What record? Not their rings. Not their rings.
Their team overall.
Oh.
Team overall.
What?
You know how hard you know how much pressure they putting on LeBron James because
you do realize at 37 Kobe had 5 rings and Jordan has 6.
Yeah, and Robert Horry has 9.
Oh, so now we're not talking about rings no more. It don't matter.
Mm.
Yes, they matter. So if rings are so great, Bill Russell is the greatest player of all time.
Oh, context. It's only 18s playing on back then.
Yo, not even that. It's just the narrative changes so quick because now rings don't matter anymore, and we're just gonna count everything else. Oh, he scored the most points in the NBA. He has 4 rings, and
is that not great?
No, it's great. I don't think anybody here said didn't say he was great, but there's a standard.
There's no narrative change.
No, there's a standard. There's a standard.
Absolutely.
Kareem scored the most points, but Kareem isn't in. People don't say Kareem's better. Well, some may, but most don't say that Kareem's better than Jordan. LeBron fans will do, though, if he doesn't get 6 rings or more than 6 rings.
How many rings does Kareem have?
How many rings does Kareem have? I don't know that off the top of my head.
I think he has
Anybody? 5?
Yeah, I think Kareem has 5.
So does that now make him better? He scored more points.
Hold on, let me see. Than
Kobe.
He don't have the same amount of rings
as Kobe. Does that now make him better? Is he
better than Kobe?
Yeah. The thing about it is that you know, it's about who was winning rings in LeBron's era. Oh, Kareem has 8 rings. No, he has 6.
Total. Kareem has 6?
He got 6 with Kareem, 6 in total, yeah.
So that makes him better than Jordan.
Jordan's 6-0. in the finals.
And nobody was
Six
winning.
finals-
Nobody
Six
won.
finals MVPs.
Nobody was winning during the time Jordan was going to the finals.
He's 6-0. That's it.
LeBron, everybody wins the LeBron era. It's a free fall. How much Curry got?
4.
Same
Dang.
amount.
LeBron went to the finals.
LeBron. If Curry get more than LeBron,
There's no conversation
there's
after
no
that.
conversation no more.
He'll still be in the top 10.
It's
No,
no
he's top 5
conversation.
after that.
So what? That he's top 10?
Top 5.
Curry
Top
top
5
5.
what?
Curry top
Top five
5
what?
if he gets 5 chips.
Top
Top
5
five
players.
player of all time.
They talking about
All time.
LeBron being. They talking about LeBron and Jordan being 1 and 2, and Curry gets 5 rings more than LeBron, and he's still not in the 1 and 2. He's just top 5.
Well, LeBron, yeah, but LeBron's not one.
Rings matter? Do rings matter or not? Because y'all just said top 5. As soon as y'all just say top 5.
They do
Rings matter or not? Talk
They
to
do.
me.
You
so
said
he's
rings
one.
don't. You the one who said rings don't
1 and 2,
matter.
and I said he's top. He's top 5.
Yeah, he's behind. If he gets
LeBron-
5, he's behind Jordan.
Yeah, if he's behind Jordan.
So he's second best player of all time.
Yep.
He ain't the GOAT.
No.
Not the goal.
He's second best player of all time.
Who, LeBron?
No, Curry. If he gets another ring.
If Curry gets another ring? No.
Yeah.
He needs Curry needs
Tony.
Curry.
Tony.
Hold on. And
So rings. Do they matter or not?
they do
talking
matter.
crazy.
They do matter, right? They do matter.
Hold on,
Rings
hold on, wait
do
a-
matter.
They all don't weigh the same. That's it. It's simple. Curry. If Curry gets another ring, he's not a top 5 player ever. Like,
Yes,
that's
he is.
silly.
He's definitely a top 5. He's definitely a top 5 player. Because he's top 10 right now. He's top 10 right now.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what Curry.
If
I'm
Curry
gonna tell you
gets
what
another
Curry's
ring,
done for his career.
if Curry
He's
gets
only-
another ring, he gonna have 5 rings in the same era as LeBron. So LeBron's definitely not go. He's disqualified from the GOAT conversation. He's disqualified.
LeBron played for 20 years though.
Yes,
38.
Well, that makes it even worse.
that makes it worse.
Wow.
How does that make it worse?
Wow.
Everybody
Because Curry won more chips in less time.
That's
LeBron's
tough.
20 years though.
He
You
won
can't
more
say
chips in less time. In less time.
In his era,
in
where
less
LeBron's
time,
supposed to be the best player in the world.
Exactly. LeBron in his time, somebody won 5 championships. One person in LeBron's era. That's a lot. You can't say that for MJ.
Nobody's won 5 championships in LeBron's era. Oh, we're saying hypotheticals if.
Kyrie wins another one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not Kyrie.
Well,
Curry.
LeBron been to 10 finals in his era.
Yes, and lost 6 of them.
You see how we
Curry's
Nobody's
also
done
won.
that.
Curry's also won 2 championships without super teams.
I think super team is subjective. Some people will say a super team, some people won't.
Every team LeBron has won a championship with has been a super team.
It's been a super team.
LeBron's Laker team wasn't a super team. You think so?
Yeah.
LeBron and Anthony Davis, yes, that's a super team.
That's a super team.
That's a duo.
Yes. Yes.
Dorm.
Yes.
Wait. We got one. Wait,
Yo.
Tony. Dorm.
What? 2 top 75 players, not on a super team?
Man.
You need 3?
Answer. Yes or no?
I love the media.
Yes or no?
Two top 75 players.
You're
Yes,
asking me the
that's a
question. I
super
want to know
team.
the
The
That's
Lakers?
a super team.
Dorm. I'm asking
Yo.
you. That's super team. That's
You talking about HB the realtor?
Nah, I'm talking about the real guy.
The real guy.
That's not that.
Eyesonpodium podcast. Go ahead,
Let's
Dom.
go. Eyesonpodium podcast.
Take us out of here.
We get out of here. He talking about the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
It's skedaddle. When they get serious, they skedaddle. Anyway,
talking about, boy?
this is our LeBron episode 23. Cavaliers jersey.
Hey, this Curry
Nah.
era though. This Curry era.
Brought
Curry
one
don't
home.
need 10 Hall of Famers to win the championship.
Facts.
Brought one home. Let's go.
We out of here. We trolling these LeBron fans, by the way. So don't come for me in my DMs. Take it easy. I don't be on Instagram anyway. Laters. Oh wait. We didn't tell the people bye. Did we tell them to comment, like, to subscribe?
They know that already.
All right, perfect.
Don't y'all? Y'all know that? Y'all know to comment, like, subscribe, share, do all that. Y'all know that, right? Okay, so I don't have to say nothing. Okay, they're good.
Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
I don't care what they say. Time, place,
I thought that was a great set.
I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded.
Oh.
Need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out it. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go jump my ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pig, rolling with me, gon' be low key.
I got it.
More of us, but today I'm